What's up, everybody? Welcome on this Monday to Let's Be Real. And today's guest today is Joels Catering Service. My girl J-Lo chopping it up, chefing everything up for us on Chicago West Side. What's up, my girl?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
You just a nine, like, yeah, that be me. That be me. I'm the chef. I'm the chef. What's going on with the Joels Catering Service?
Nothing. It's like it's a daily thing, so I'm always out selling dinners, cooking, catering, anybody's event. It's pretty good. It's a good business.
I see Sweetest Day just went by. So how was business for you for like Sweetest Day? Do you do a lot of private events? You got a lot of people just requesting for you to come and cook it up, or something like that? How does it go when it do come down to these holidays with this Joels Catering Service?
On holidays, I normally do my own thing. Sweetest Day and Valentine's Day. Those are very like sentimental holidays for like couples and stuff, or sometimes it's for people that's not a couple. So even if I
Okay.
have like something private for people, I sell, you know.
Okay. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So, do you have any type of orders or dinners that you do make that you like pre-sale on the side? Is it like a menu thing or 7 days of a week schedule, like how you pre-order or make these meals that you do sell?
Well, most of the time it's something I actually been doing it for a long time, so it's a daily thing for me because as the time goes on, you get a large crowd, you get more clientele. So it's something that at this point it's like I have to do because I got people that's pretty much waiting on the food. Now,
Yeah.
this like my favorite spot, so it's I have to be open. I my clients there. I'm active in my business. I'm active in the community. They're getting fed the food, so it's like a demand there. As of a menu, it's pretty much like with being an entrepreneur and having my own business, I could pretty much freestyle, and it's something I like to do.
Okay.
I mean, I like to keep the client like kind of much like kind of guessing, like they don't want the same thing, so you can't just be like the standard chicken restaurant.
Yes.
I specialize in good food. That's why I like to like when I get they stay.
I
So
Period. I definitely like that. You said I specialize in good food. Absolutely. Because, nowadays a lot of people they turning into vegan. They got these special recommendations when it come down to cooking. So, I love to eat. So I like seasoned food. I don't want nothing blended. You can season, saute my food up for me. I don't like, I like my food well done. I know I'm kind of dark, but shit, get blend dark my food well done. I don't like nothing like half done. So how does it goes for you when you are taking these orders in and you got people that just be like, hey, well, I want it raw or I want it half cooked or I want it well done. Are you good with like when it come down to those special accommodations for your guests that's doing the ordering with you?
yes, I do. If you're a vegan, vegetarian, any dietary restriction you have, like I'm here to accommodate any of that. If you just feeling like you want something like this week, like most times I come out with my dinners, I got 2 or 3 different options for people. The
Okay.
meal feeling. So I mean, if you're a person like you like to eat and like flavor, like this is the place you want to come to. This is the place you want to like you want to catch me out when I'm delivering, like hot and ready. Because I mean, you're gonna get good meal, good service. You're gonna get delivery if you're on the west side. So it's good.
Girl, I just want to just congratulate you. For a lot of people who don't know, Joel's Catering has been around for 8 years, so that's like some time going for you, girl, when it comes down to this entrepreneuring, because it's some days I'm pretty sure that you feel like you want to give up, and it's some days that you just be like, hey, you know what, I'm determined. But I definitely want to know, what did you even start the background from? What did the name come from? So you could just be like, hey, you know what, I'm going to start a business right here in my kitchen with my pots and my skillets, and look at you. You've been in business for 8 years.
It started like basically like a girl with a dream. Like any story, like you got like I've been love. I've loved to cook like my whole life. So
Okay.
um got in the field and got out of culinary college because I took what I love to do. I took it serious. Like I didn't just jump in my kitchen and think I sell dinners to the public. No, I got the knowledge. I gained experience actually in the field. I was at a trillion food service, anything I could do to get knowledge of what I really want to do. Like I took it seriously. It wasn't something I was playing because food. This is public health. This is something that you're doing safely. You want the best for it. Like it's passion. It's a job too. If you really want to make it something where you get good money out of, it's not something.
Absolutely.
So you got to be serious with your dream. You know, even if it is just a hobby, when it starts off with something you like to do. But you can make a career out of anything you really like to do if you can. If you stick with it and you can get good clientele, it's pretty much just you. It's because business is gonna be hard.
Absolutely, girl. I know you can relate to that. Yes, like even like with the COVID came around, you know, because like you was starting business way before they even came about, and then when it did come, did your business get like any type of impact on it? Like, did your clientele stop, or what procedures did you take then to when it come down to really being safety and cautious for people who are ordering and still placing orders with Joel?
Well, I did what everybody did at first. First, I quarantined. You know, first I but my was calling. They like, please, enough. We at home. We hungry. So I just took that. You know why? I say, okay, well, I still got to feed my clients because I got old clients. I got young clients. I got guys that, you know, they can't cook at home or don't cook. So I have to get out here and feed my clients. So with taking that risk, I can honestly tell you that it probably doubled my business, even though I had 20 million views at the time. Like people took me more serious even during COVID. Like I'm gonna order from her because I'm not cold, shoveling my car. You know, I'm riding around. I got 20 dinners in my car. You know, but I got it on hand.
Determined motivation, baby. Stay on the job.
Yes, you gotta stay with it. Like, yeah, some days I might have a dozen dinners in my car, you know, and I probably came out with 20 and I'm looking to sell all 20, but I might come home and still have a lot of dinners, but it's not going to make me say, hey, I'm not going to get up and sell dinners tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely. Because that's your passion in it. And that's your
somebody less fortunate because obviously if I didn't sell the dinners, that means people couldn't afford it. So I probably passed the dinners out or gave them to some family friends or customers that did order that day. I just did something nice with it, you know, and that's what helps business too. You give out, you give to the community, they get back. So
absolutely. And that's what you were just speaking upon earlier. You like, yeah, I'm very active in my community. So like you just said, you give back because sometimes it comes back to you 10 times fold. So I definitely want to ask you, like, you know, when it started off, because a lot of people just be like, oh, I don't have the budget. I don't have the resource. I don't have the people who can spread my business and things out like that. For you, when it first started out, how did your clientele go out? Was it just about word of a mouth, or you just was like starting to just cook up for people and just let them like, look, I can do this?
It was multiple things. Like first, I started much at my job. I told people I knew and family I wanted to start cater. And at first, people looked like you are a manager. Like why you want to do that? So it worked hard. Now I got something to prove. You know.
Okay.
I was staying me and my sister, we staying in an apartment, and on my days off on the weekends, I live right off of a main street. I would walk to the main street and give pretty much breakfasts to all the business owners. And I started my relationship. I would just walk up and down the street, probably like 5 breakfasts, give them some, let them know what I was doing. And
that's how it goes.
People was calling. In the meantime, I got like business cards. I even got like this little magnetic thing to put on my car with my number and my catering on. I didn't have that many clients back then, but I felt good doing it as a business owner. You know, it made me feel like I was taking the right steps in business, even though it probably ain't jump and pop off to years later. Like those steps I took then, it still built relationships with people that where they be like, "You still cooking?" I be like, "Yeah."
Like what, you thought I was done whipping it up?
But this is people that knew me when I first started, when I was just walking dinners, you know.
Okay, cool.
So it helps. I pretty much, and then I got into the YMCA. Some friends hooked me up with some people, and they got me a spot where I had my own space in the Y, and I turned it into a small serve restaurant where I bought grills and refrigerators, and they had people living in the YMCA, which was great clientele, people working.
Yeah.
So we that's the spot to come to.
I was just about to say that's a good place to start it off, especially right there. But you know what? It used to be this restaurant back then. I don't know if you know about it. Dang, I forgot the name. It was like on Chicago Avenue on Ridgeland. I don't know if it was called the Turkey. It was something. They just used to give away free meals throughout the week. I think it was like on a Wednesday or something like that. But it just used to be random people that come in there and they'll give out these free meals. And how I found out about it, because I'm a state licensed navigator. So I used to go in there and help them learn about Medicaid, but I seen them doing it. And so when you just said it too, like that's what you was doing to the Y, I'm like, Dad, you know what? A lot of restaurants and business start off doing it like that. You know, they'll give out, and then the community they get to say, hey, well, they doing this, and now they got to taste this free meal. Now they coming back and they willing to pay more money for it. So when it does come down to the budgeting for, you know, to get a dinner, when it come down to the Joels, what is the actual price of the meals?
If you're looking for like a daily dinner, like a small just portion for yourself, it's gonna come from like maybe $10 to probably $23, depending on what you loading on your plate. Because we got our plate big. Like it's the day where I got steak and chicken and shrimp. Like people are close to their meals, like, and they're definitely paying what it costs because it's something they want. So
yes.
I mean, the portions I give are big. It's enough probably for you to eat some now and have some for later. So we like quality. I don't base my food off of just I base the food of how I would like to buy food.
Yeah. So you got them G pans like Uncle Remus. You got some G pans for sale.
So I pretty much don't want to come to you and get a $10 plate, and it's not $10 worth of food. So I treat my clients the same as how I would.
Absolutely. Oh my God. You send so much food. Oh my God. Where did the name come from when it does come down to this business? You know, it'd be pretty hard to come up with a name or, you know, specialize so it can fit your business. How did you come up with the name?
Well, Joel is actually my, so he's like really inspired. I just feel like he's just a strong person.
Oh.
He was just like, be standing somewhere close to me and like you know how you're still in bed, you know, in the beginning of business, you don't got a name, you don't really have nothing, just figuring stuff out. And then I look at him and I get inspired. So with that, I'm like, you know what? I'm naming it after him because at the end of the day, this is something I could give back to him because he was here when he started.
Oh, that's so sweet. Nephew already got businesses going on, girl, and they got good shrimp and grits. Look at this. Where you located at again for some of these views? I know ain't nobody cooking no breakfast like this because these shrimps look real seasoned.
I'm on the west side, so basically I do delivery. So you, as long as you're located on the west side, you can get deliveries. So
that's
we
do
Oak Park, Humble Park, Austin, London. So you just pretty much call me. I put out a menu daily, and I bring the food to you.
Oh man, I definitely like this, but you know, just to kind of switch gears because I'm pretty sure you know you from the west side of Chicago. It's so much violence that do be promoted, but I definitely appreciate you taking your time out because without all the violence going on, you still have people like yourself. And now we are out here, we're pushing our goals, we're setting these vision boards for our business, and we're putting stuff and you know setting it to plan. Like you said, you're trying to give back not just to the community but also to your family. So when it does come, how are you surviving with all of this stuff around you, like the gun violence or even the COVID, wear the mask? How are you just staying strong to say, you know what, I still have something that I'm getting up for and I'm pushing and I'm living it? There's no distractions for you.
As a Chicagoan, I just feel like it's just a part of just keep going because I feel like every Chicagoan have had their own struggle with violence and probably like low income poverty at one type of time. So I feel like everybody here has struggle. So I feel like that's in all of us to somewhere keep doing. I just pretty much do me. Like I know what my goals are. I know what my strength is. I know what my weaknesses are, and I know where my support comes from. So it's just a mixture of the people you have around you, the environment, teaching yourself, to stay calm, don't fold under pressure because business get hard, and it gets hard. Sometimes I have, which is a lesson, and sometimes I have to look at sometimes I have so many people trying to get food, I don't have enough food. So you just have to take it as what it is. You just gotta realize what your struggle is and find a solution to it.
Absolutely. I'm just definitely listening to it because every success has a story, and like you said, yours started off with you was in a apartment, you and your sister sharing it. You was starting to cook on weekends, and then Atlanta, you having a business like for 8 years going. I'm looking at the viewers you have. I'm looking at the likes, the subscribers. Girl, you almost up to 20K. That there set along to self to know how many people have viewed you or even just got a meal from you, and it's telling so many people are going on. That's a success right there. So I definitely want to congratulate you on that, because being a small business owner, because you have Vienna's or a Portillo's or somebody like that will have all them viewers or those subscribers, but you actually doing this from scratch, from hand. And like you said, you done worked at several restaurants, so you'd be like, hey, you know what, I'm just gonna do something on my own. So I'm very proud of you. Keep it going. That's one more for the women, because men's be coming for us like we do not be in our bags. Don't nobody care about what y'all be having going on. You listen, if a sister know how to cook, pay the bills, and work, baby, I'm trying to tell you, they be getting replaced with that rose. Y'all better learn how to cook or do something on your own. Joels Catering is all over right now on the west side. Got it on lock, girl. You tickled, but I'm serious. Like you just said, you do cooking for, catering for some men who don't know how to cook. How is that? Like serving these men, I'm pretty sure a lot of men think that because they men, they can get discounts, or they think they look good, they ain't got to pay the full price. How you don't get them problems with your business? Nobody never want no discounts.
I'm gonna not even be shady about this. This honestly, I'm gonna tell you the actual. I get more shade and stuff like that from women. Will try to get discounts and stuff like that. The men, they are like they tip. They get on the phone sometimes. Just it's actually different. Like they're way more appreciative.
Okay.
Sometimes they are kind of like the way they call you and place their order. Sometimes they're just like, well, yeah, yeah, you got some dinners on here, and it's just like, hello,
like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, and sometimes I try to my mama tell me you have to be kind, kill them with kindness. So and call me so up on their house. And I know social media sometimes has women up on their house, but feel like, hey, someone like cooking is something little to them. So it don't matter. Like I'm just, hey, they cook, but no, no,
right.
But I mean, I like to cook, but you don't necessarily have to get a dinner from my business if you feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not your equal, or you gonna treat me unfair, or you know what I'm saying. You just have to respect everybody's business. But to be honest, I get a lot of respect from the guys, especially guys and shopping with me for years. Like they are way different from a lot of the women clients I get. But I'm learning to be better with the women. Just more understanding. And like I said, I just kill them with kindness. Every time they call me, I just let them know like I'm not ratchet or I'm not ghetto like that. So I don't want you to feel like you have to a certain type of way to call my phone. It's my pleasure to feed you.
Wow, that's crazy, because you know what? It's not even just, I thought it would just be in certain type of businesses that you are starting. But I have got a lot of shade too from females, like even just networking, and I reach out like, hey, well, I see see you got X, Y, and Z going on. You know, would you like to do X, Y, and Z? And then some of them will reach out to her. But why is it like that when it comes down to us, lady? We throw so much shade when we see one trying to climb up out the barrel, as versus giving her a ladder to help her. Like, golly, what the hell? And I'm pretty sure there's other like popular social media chefs or cooks that, you know, people might know. But what about, you know, not even just saying what about you, but there's others out there too that people don't really give an opportunity for, or even try to taste or support the business, because they're too busy worrying about, or if you popular, or do this person shop from you, or have this person taste your food, versus them just really realizing like, damn, it's so many Portillos around in Illinois. You ain't going around to each one worried about who's shopping on 31st Street versus in Lombard somewhere. So I feel like this support is support. I give it all. I'm not a hater to the women who got whatever going on. Do your shit, because I'm gonna do mine. I'm gonna run my mouth. I'm gonna promote your business, whether if you get on here or not. I'm success and happy for all you women. So what's going on though when it comes down for the Joels Catering service for like this upcoming winter? Do you have anything new? Any type of desserts or pastries you're gonna put on the menu?
I think I'm gonna get more into like food preps and stuff, and not just like dietary restriction food prep, just like meal planning for people more, because I feel like this winter people are either gonna be working really hard or in the house. So I'm gonna need food for the week either way. So, and I feel like with it being cold, people are, since they know this is something new that I'm doing, that they're gonna probably try to take advantage of it. And I feel like that's something new that I'm gonna be doing. So I feel very confident about walking into there, being that I have so much variety of food under my belt. I feel like I can execute it more easily. So it's good.
Oh, so do you have any type of restaurants or any type of stores that you would like to see your food actually land in, even if it's a frozen TV dinner or anything? What is like the type of vision when it come down to what you do see for Joel's Catering service?
Well, I want to produce my oil and like gas and put them in some. And I use a sub. I make my own sub oil. So if you have had stuff from my store bought, I myself, and they're always a hit. This is something I feel like regularly in large quantities. So it's something I feel like that should be put on the market. Stuff when it comes to frozen, I feel like that's one thing that I can probably freeze the best and sell in the grocery store. But it'd have to be like a kit to keep its quality. Like I wouldn't sell it dinner completely made, because I think it would definitely change the whole like quality of food. But other than that, like no, when it comes down to like one restaurant, I feel like in a restaurant that with more and more experience, I feel like some people open too fast and they have issues with it. I feel like it's not. Sometimes people are doing it just to show that they can do it, and then you might fail or run to hardship. Where it's like, I was young, I opened up my little spot, and I feel like that was some of the problems I had. With like 28 million views, 8 years in the restaurant entrepreneur game. Like, yeah, I can go back in it, but nah.
You can't too far to give up. You might as well just keep going. But not even just that, you definitely gotta remember what started you, what was the originator, because it was definitely, for everybody don't know, when you first started getting out here, I forgot the name of the dish. I don't know if it's stuffed Alfredo bread or something like that, but I that was the very first thing I remember being a hit for you, because it was something different. It just used to be down my timeline. I'm like, what is this? It was like some stuffed garlic bread. You have chicken, you have Alfredo. Girl, that dish got you well known around on the West Side.
Yes.
What you still be cooking that dish?
All the time. It's always a big hit. I don't cook it as much, because it's like when you sell it, it's a very heavy meal. It's like it's a whole loaf of bread, you know, it's pasta and stuff.
Is this it? I just want to make sure. Did I find it? Is this the dish?
That's it. Yes, those are it. And that's like,
Oh man, that was sounding like you was a drug dealer. I was kind of worried at first because I'm just steady seeing everybody like these stuff I pretty breasts. I'm like, yeah, I know her, girl. She cook real good. I remember this. This. Say that again.
It's a lot of work to make them. You got to make the pasta, cut the bread. They got to be baked. You got to make the garlic sauce. Like,
hey, this is a special one, huh? You got to put all type of hands and fingers and toes in this. But that one was the one. That was the one. So what do you see the next biggest thing being the next big thing to the stuff Alfredo bread that's on the menu?
I don't know. Like, I tried to talk stuff with the Alfredo, like, but it's like I just it's like that, like Michael Jackson Thriller type of thing, but you just not getting over it. Like,
okay,
all type of stuff. I stuff steak, everything.
That's oh golly, man! But I see you getting down though, because when you first started out, all of these different type of items wasn't on your menu. I remember you starting off with like steak, you used to do the broccoli, but now I see you done got up to you doing these type of breaded shrimps. I can't even find them shrimps, but I'm like, I need to go back just to get an order of those shrimps. Do you even I think I found them. Oh my gosh, look at these shrimps. Now how you get them just this golden with these chives on it? It got to be some type of secret. You using it's the skillet. It's the dish. It's something it's the cooking utensil.
Let me tell you, those are orange, so it's like orange chicken that you order in the time. Alternative, you don't eat chicken and you want a shrimp, so it's just breaded and it's the orange chicken bread. I made that at home and then I garnished.
Girl, them hands is something special, huh? I don't think I can you gonna throw them up in you look, you went to school, you learned some culinary skills somewhat now. You ain't just learned all this cooking in no different type of restaurants, or did you? Did you do any type of
out the street? That's why I tell you I got some professional like I professionally learned. Like I have probably every certificate the health department can give you, serve safe sanitation, food handler, and that's the stuff you need, but when it comes to educational wise, like I cooked in high school, as my major. I went to Mars without any commandos. I cooked at
Mars. Girl, we is not gonna act like you just did not go past some shout out to any commando. Now we gonna definitely switch because I went to Marshall and that school is not all cracked up to be. Cause I do not mad. Girl, I went to that school and I think the whole lunchroom jumped on me. No, I do not like the Marshall school. That was for a bunch of gangbangers and all type of other people. No shout out to no Marshall commander. But I have had a lot of Marshall unsuccessful classes. It has been a lot of successful people. Let me take that back. We grown now. Look, we successful now, y'all. They don't even know why they did that to me. They were so mean. But anyway.
But after high school, I actually enrolled in college, and I only went for like a month or two, and then I stopped. So I now dropped out. I was like so nervous, scared, and then I worked for a year in retail as a manager for Family Dollar, and I was like, hell no. So I quit. Back to college because I couldn't do retail. And I went to school. It was hard getting up every day. I'm just like the only Black girl in my cohort, so it was tough in college because I was in college where people was coming from Germany and all these different foreign places, and they knew all different culinary skills, and I was like coming from Marshall,
I got to upgrade. I got to do something.
So I got to gain as much education, and then once I graduated from college, I went straight into the field, and I gained as much education experience there, and I stayed in the field for about 10 years almost,
Okay.
Until till I decided to completely just stop working for other people's restaurants and completely, legitify my catering service. At this point it's LLC'd out, so I feel better.
Okay.
I could take it out of town. I private chef Airbnbs, whatever they pretty much need at this point. So I feel very successful. I feel like I made the right decision about actually getting in the field, gaining the education.
Go ahead, girl. Do that. Yes. And I definitely gotta let them know with no kids. So stop all these excuse making, because if she can do it with no kids, come on now, for a lot of other dingbags that's listening, get up off your ass. Stop calling Tyrone phone, trying to kick it on the weekend.
Don't call nobody. It's a self thing. Like,
okay.
About a guy, if it's guys involved, like I had problems with guys where sometimes guys would see like, why you want to sell dinners? Like, for like they would be like belittling. But it comes a time when you have to do what you gotta do for yourself, no matter how it looks. And I know even today people be like, she's selling dinners, but yes, I'm selling dinners. You know what I'm saying, in my car.
Yes. Out my trunk, and do they're hot.
You have to you gotta like just pretty much put what other people think and your focus onto your goal. Like regardless of gas, regardless of family, regardless of like kids or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, you have to do what you have to do for you in order to make it better for your kids, your family, to get a better boyfriend. Yeah. Sometimes dating better guys come with you being a better person. So,
okay. Yeah.
Tyrone phone if you were, you know what I'm saying, if
you want Keisha off the block,
then because someone else will be calling you. You won't even have to worry about Tyrone. You will have a better pick of men. It's all about brackets.
Yes.
Or push you in a different bracket. It gives people a better idea of your strength, your goals. You know what I'm saying, your seriousness about yourself. So sometimes it's not really it's not never about guys. The right guy, the right partner, as I like to say partner, because I feel like any person you with, you bring them on to be your partner. So you gotta call Tyrone phone all the time. They're not a good partner for you, because what if anything happens? You can't be your partner. So
absolutely. Yeah. But nowadays people don't date with those type of intentions of motive. It's all about if she look good. And I be trying to tell people, like, it ain't the looks that's gonna raise your kid. Now you can have a baby by a drop dead gorgeous girl, and then she teach your baby got boo-boo up her ass. So y'all just need to be careful, because you gotta stop dating people for the looks. And it's the same thing for women. They dating people for the pockets, and then you thinking you got this nigga with the money, but he ain't gonna help your Q-tip business get up off the ground. But it be like that.
Money, see, what people don't understand is money comes with stipulations. So you date somebody for their money, but that person allowing you to date them for their money, they gonna feel like, hey, they can date as many other people because you only here for the money. So you gotta really be smart about the stuff that you thinking. You know what I'm saying? Some people we're not as conscious in this world as we think we are sometimes. Sometimes women, we feel like we got the right answers. Oh, if this guy hurt me, at least I got money out of it. Like,
oh wow.
Same way as a poor person. Like, are you serious? Like, you get money out of anything almost these days.
You should get money yourself.
So stop having the wrong mentality and stop looking for men to kind of be like, your way out the hood. Be your own way out the hood, and you'll find a man out the hood. Like, you can't keep living in like stuff you hear off the radio. Like, that's entertainment. That's stupid. Like,
absolutely.
What the show be say? Let's be real.
we here. Let's be real, because now you got a lot of people. I already brought him an acre. I'm going to buy him a river, and ain't got you shit. You gonna be in the river flowing too. Some people just put in, too much reality TV and radio onto their life, their own expectations. But I didn't get up here to just bash nobody who ain't got their business going, but I do want to tell you, I'm sorry, Keisha, if you got Tyrone and y'all ain't getting nowhere, because heard my sister say it up here. She has no kids. Let's be real. 8 years in the business game, entrepreneurship. She done worked several type of restaurants, but she just said, hey, you know what? I got it in me to be my own business, my own partner, and this is what I'm gonna do. And she believed in herself. And look at it, you have a business that's really growing. That's your baby. So you do have kids. The business is your kid.
Baby.
So you definitely birth something.
You
You definitely birth
baby.
something, and you have it like you said. It's LLC'd out. That's the main thing. What you said, right?
Yes, you got
So what's the goal for you when it comes down to open up a restaurant or a type of facility for the catering business? Do you see it being in Chicago, Illinois, or do you see you branching off to another state?
No, I would love to not be in Chicago, Illinois for my business. Mainly because I feel like Chicago appreciate things when you leave.
Okay.
And that's, you know what I'm saying? We just have the reality of it. Like if you leave out, like I've been in Chicago 8 years, like, but if I was to have a restaurant in Chicago, yeah, I'd be successful. But if I was to go somewhere else and have a restaurant in Chicago and come back here, I'd be 2 times more successful.
Oh
You know,
man, I have
so
seen it. Yes.
it's just like it's kind of that for me. But when I'm here, I do is keep giving them, just keep giving them great food. That's
Great
it.
service, your
Um,
signature, because
I,
it's still gonna follow you.
yes, I really don't. I mean, when I'm here, like I get great business here in Chicago. Don't get me wrong. Like people are always like I got a handful all the time. Like people are always supporting. Like I love my Chicago clientele. Like they come in with parties. They need stuff for baby showers. Any last minute event. Like they calling me and like I don't mind like coming out and helping. But I do think like sometimes they don't appreciate you as much.
Because it's the last minute that you just thought out that's that last minute, and you know when it's proper etiquette goes down when it's handling the business. Nobody wants to always be considered the last minute person because now I feel like damn, well, who did you have that canceled on you? Now you want to mess with me, so I'm gonna raise the bar up a little bit more on my prices since I'm last minute.
Well, see, it's like it's so tough with like the prices with raising with food because you don't want to scare clientele off. See me, I'm just a firm person. Like if you last minute, then guess what? I need your full. I need your full
The
payment.
whole payment, okay, pay in
I
full.
don't of trying to trying to just like be like I'm extra with people because I feel like people are they already come to you with a I don't care type of mindset because they're
Okay,
last minute. They probably gonna be late picking their food up or something. So I just say, hey, let me still make sure I get my money from this last minute clientele.
okay,
Regardless of it, it's gonna cost me the same to produce it for you, the same amount of time. And I just want to continue to do business with you in case you enjoy the food. And I feel
okay.
like having that mindset they also puts me in a different bracket with people where they was like, hey, they probably having a frustrated time with this event. You know, you got
Okay.
your customers, they don't want to call you last minute. They probably like, she gonna be this. So
Yeah, or she
you
not
got
telling you, you probably can't do it. Yeah, you right.
and receive that money and get that long-term clientele, like with 8 years in the business, this is the advice I can give you as any entrepreneur. Like sometimes get over the I'm gonna do this because I can type of mentality and do it because it's the right reason to do it for your business.
Absolutely.
So don't be in business for the wrong reasons. Don't be in business just for money. Money is not the only thing you've been in business for. I can promise you right now.
Okay.
Money, you gonna start shortchanging really all your clientele. You gonna be in business because you want to produce a quality product, and as long as your product has quality to it, they're gonna pay. So
And you can't be in business taking everything personal. You absolutely right. Don't take it personal. Get your coins, sign the signature, and you handle everybody with
yes,
special care.
get you a standard with anybody. Get a standard. A price list, and write your little small, fine print at the bottom of things you need to say to them, and make sure you give them receipts and stuff. Feel like you doing stuff funky, So just take care of yourself and take care of your customer, but don't do it in a way that you have to balance baby out.
Yeah,
I always say I
absolutely.
want this customer, like I want this customer. Unless it's a customer you can't deal with, have the I want this customer mentality, even if she being whatever you selling dinners online type of person. It don't matter. Do you want one, ma'am? And still get her respect.
Do you want one, ma'am? What's your name so I can be ready for you?
Write it with a smiley face at the top of your tray. Like, have have a
Push
nice
you
day.
up a little bit more because you're just too angry. I love that energy. Absolutely. But definitely, if you can contract with any type of restaurant right now, like franchise that's very fortunate, very successful, who would you contract with?
That's kind of hard for me because honestly, with being a chef, I don't eat out as much.
Oh
So
gosh. But your dishes, okay, luxury style. Like what would you like to do a contract to see more of your food or it getting out there?
um, I don't think I would have care or have food satisfied. That's pretty much my own reason. We have home like it's just so different where it's like you don't know what we coming up with, and I don't think anybody would probably have like the same flavor. So I wouldn't know where to actually put my place at with someone else. But it's like certain locations where I feel like I want my place.
Absolutely. Your food is very upscale type, like what's the I just seen you do something like that stuffed garlic bread or the Alfredo bread. That could be well, whether if it's at Bahama Breeze, them shrimps and stuff like that, definitely great franchise, food chain, contract, that type of stuff. I love it because it's not even just you can chill like how they had the Bar Louie. Girl, that type of menu food, you up there manifest that shit. Right? Put that out there. Go stuff some more chicken and put some sauce on it. And show Roof Chris who really know how to stuff some chicken with some sauce on it.
Definitely, like that's something, like I would love to be like probably like in a downtown atmosphere. Like I know when a lot of people go out of town, they always say like it wasn't no good food there. I would like to be in some of those that don't get like that Chicago style because I feel like that's the place for me. That's why I say I wouldn't be here because I feel like I spoiled y'all so much. Like y'all don't care. Like if I go to come here, don't leave. I definitely want to go like different places and be that upscale restaurant for them, and deliver them great steaks, great pasta, great seafood. Like I do a lot of seafood, shrimp, salmon, catfish sometimes for people. Like I do shrimp broils. I don't do a lot of lobster stuff like that. I don't have that kind of clientele. I'm in.
But
I'm
you
more
versatile. You speaking it into it. You manifest. You speaking into existence, like you just said. You just got to get into the right atmosphere, like the environment, to where people, is looking to do much more of catering. Because, like you said, it's the hometown. So stuff when you from your hometown and this originate, you got so many people around you doing the same thing. You gotta go take it to another state for. Like I came from Chicago, but I'm here in Houston. I see so many Chicago food trucks. Girl, they got Harold's chicken down here. They bringing the lemon pepper chicken down. I'm like, you know what? You moving around. Like I've seen this guy on social media. His people in Miami, they got an Italian food truck or something. You just gotta get it out here, and that's the whole thing. Like branch off. It's too much world to just be stuck in Chicago.
They don't need me here selling more food because it's like 20 restaurants every mile and a half. So it's like we got big chain restaurants here. We got our mom and pops, our family owned. So Chicago is just like full of food. So that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
know if I would be like the perfect fit for Chicago. And plus I got goals and dreams of like getting my food out of here. Like I want my food to be out where they be like, girl, like I want to be the biggest catering service. Like my biggest dream is for me to go against these people, Mario's, and they have the biggest pretty much catering service out there where they're like they're at movie premieres, they're serving whole, you know what I'm saying? They're out for like 6 months doing stuff. Like they have these big budgets and stuff, and that's
Absolutely.
something I would like to do. Like
Those your goals.
catering versus a restaurant. I don't want to. I just don't want to deal with that extra clientele. Like the restaurant, something young, like a young dream of mine. But now as I've got older, like I've seen like the ins and outs of the business and how a restaurant can be like can go down and then
go down, yeah.
Like,
but that's still even on your own, yeah.
So I feel like being a person that's traveling, you get more of an opportunity. And then like I'm young still, I'm only 31. So I don't want to be stuck in my restaurant. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a caterer. I want to be, you know what I'm saying? I want to book parties and then take a week off kind of thing. You know, I don't want to
Set your own schedule, your own boss. I definitely get it because you have hobbies, you have a lifestyle, you have things that you want to pursue and do on the side. Plus, still trying to look good. You know, black don't crack. That's what us ladies do. Don't nobody want to just smell like food all day. I definitely get you. But so before we do get out of here, you know, I definitely want you to tell the people where they can contact you at if they're looking, you know, to book you for any upcoming events, you know, and things like that. But also, dang it, train of thought has slipped that quick. I was going to ask you, I swear it did, because I was ready to ask you something, but I didn't want to cut you off. Girl, I don't know. My mind went, but definitely let the people know where they can follow you at, how they can book you, or, you know, look more into your business, how they can actually look up the Joels Catering service.
Okay, you can find me on any of the social media platforms. I'm on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm Joels Catering Service. I also sent my link over if you got this is the actual page. But also I sent you a link so you can, if you have it, you can show your audience.
I sure will. I want to pin it down for everybody.
Message me. My direct line is on there. So if you don't have Facebook or anything like that, I mean, you could just go straight through the web and it will still be a Facebook page. You don't actually have to own a Facebook page in order to actually see their web page. So if you could just click it. If you're not a Facebook friendly person, you can also message me and I can contact you directly if you leave your number or email. My business email is there. So if I'm planning something through email, you can do that as well. So all of my contact information is on all of my pages.
Period. Like that. Now that's how you get it cooking in the kitchen.
But you can also find locally. I'm always riding around. I have business cards handy. If you want to try a meal before you get a large catering order, that's why the dinners are out for people that's interested in catering but don't trust maybe the caterer or the caterer's food. You get a chance to, hey, you get a small portion for 10 or 12, $15 with free delivery. You can taste the food, and if you like it, the next time you have me, call me out.
That's what I'm talking about. I like it, girl. You got that Sam's Club taste and try at the same time. They be in there in the aisles. You want to try this new lunch meat? On the cute, but at least you know if it's what you want to try. But my question did come back. I'm glad I found my train of thought. I'm human, but my question to you was like, have you ever just thought about like going to a different state on your own, like getting your team together, the food or whatever you're gonna cook as far as you want to do, and like say New York, they might got a convention or event or something going on, and you like, you know what, I'm just gonna go down there for the weekend. I'm gonna take some food and I'm gonna set up shop and let's just try it. That might be a good idea. You just have to start getting out here through different states.
I wouldn't mind, but the thing about it is I would definitely have to get it together because the business here is like an everyday business. Like, it's something I just couldn't pop up and leave because people would just be blowing my phone there all week. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? It'll definitely have to be planned, and because I will definitely give it respect. But if it's like a pop-up shop or something like that, because I do pop-up shops here, I wouldn't mind just coming out. I've came to different people's cities to do different things, like personal they wear birthday parties, whatever they kids parties. So I've been in different cities to do stuff. So I wouldn't mind going out if it was just me and my team to do something for a certain event. You know,
well, I'm looking for it. I'm definitely looking to hear you, because not just this, because now everybody done heard you on Let's Be Real, girl, on Amazon, on iHeartRadio, you know, on Spotify. So we out here. Then we're gonna put you in the other 50 communities across the 50 state in the podcast community. But I don't know if this is your first interview, but I'm definitely looking to hear your name do more. Like, come on now, it's been a little bit too quiet for the people who do not want to support our Black-owned sister that's in Chicago, who's been in business for 8 years. But you have others that's been in the kitchen for 2 weeks making burnt sandwiches, and y'all want to tell us to buy that versus going to Joels Catering. You're going to get your food seasoned and served to you the correct way with those sanitation license and everything going on. Stop playing with my girl on the Chi-Town side. Before we get out of here, you got anything you want to say to any viewers or listeners? Because it's definitely been real with you.
I just want to let everybody know that I appreciate them. I appreciate you for bringing me on your show. Really appreciate it. I just want to tell everybody I appreciate their support for the people who have brought food in the past, for the continuing support over the years, and people, new clients that want to try. I mean, I got great reviews come out. I just want to let y'all know I appreciate it. I appreciate everything the community has given me back. So keep coming.
And it is not the end of it, period, because she's definitely going to go. You better catch her before she get out of Illinois, because I can hear it in her voice. She about to take flight.
Come get me.
It's been real, girl. Take care of yourself and keep chefing it up on that side of the town.
See you later. Thank you.
Until next time.